people, and the Teleman right here bring you yet another reaction video. This reaction video is going to be very special because it is going to be on. Oh, for crying out loud. Hold on. Okay. Um, it's going to be on How Not to Be an Untitled Fan by Lightning Bliss. Yeah. If you haven't guessed, if you read her comments on my apology video, which to be fair, she is right about the apology being half-assed, but saying not an apology video, even though it says I'm sorry. I mean, seriously. But I don't blame her. I still don't blame her for being so emotional. And yeah. Anyways, yeah. I'm gonna be reacting to this. Since she's already blocked me, I might as well give her some of my comments in a reaction form. She may have blocked me from the comment section. She hasn't blocked me from watching her videos, which hopefully YouTube does not plan on doing. Because I enjoy her content. I really do. But she is a little bit of an emotional thing. You know what? Person. Not thing. Person. Yeah. Um. Yeah. Yeah. I'm also watching this so that way I can see if there's anything relating to the situation at hand and see if there's anything in there that needs to be addressed or anything. Anyways, starting in 3, 2, 1, start.
Hey, I don't have any money, but please make my OC.
Hello, what is your personal media account so I can message you faster?
Bliss, you're my only hope. Please help me with my depression.
Why do I never get acknowledgement from you? You never do what I want.
Blissy, I love you. Please
If you have time to talk to your friends on Discord, then you have time to talk to me. Talk to me. I'm your biggest fan. I made fan art of you a week last week. Don't talk to your friends on Discord.
Hey, back off! Give her space, damn it!
Yeah, what he said!
Talk to your friends on Discord. You have time to talk to me. Talk to me. I'm your biggest fan. I made fan art of you.
Yeah, let's address this topic. Untitled fans. Oh boy. For those who are watching, I want to make one thing abundantly clear. I appreciate and respect all my fans that show me the same gesture in return. Most of the time, 99% of my followers are quite understanding and respectful of my boundaries, or accept them once I explain to them said boundaries. For that 1%, however, I have had experiences with certain individuals, whether it be for myself, some of my friends, or other YouTube idols that run into fans that would be described as entitled. Entitled or entitlement is a form of behavior when someone feels like the world owes them something, but they don't work to earn it. Whether that be from the workplace, their parents, their friends, even their partners. The mindset focuses on themselves while disregarding everyone or everything else around them because they believe they are that important.
Yeah, I think this kind of fits me in this situation, though not entirely, I think. I'm trying not to be I'm not trying to I'm not trying to ignore everything that is being done and stuff like that. It's just that it's just that I have really hard time. I have a really hard time um just being making these boundaries making sure I don't overstep my boundaries. And to be fair, I can't really blame you, Jasper, or Ellie for snapping at me for the boundaries I've been going overboard with, overstepping to be exact. Um, I I'm not I'm not that much of an entitled person, but I am at least trying to learn not to be as entitled as I'm trying to be. As I was back then, I mean. But um I will say that I will admit that I think people are just being a handful, I guess. Being just a handful to handle. I'm not as sometimes I feel like I'm the victim towards the circumstance, but it's not always the case. But yeah, I feel I should say that I at least try to learn from my mistakes and not become an entire person or act like one per se. Um, yeah. Um, anyways, continuing.
Always taking, not working for what they believe they are owed, and not giving back in return. With the entitled fan mentality, the individual implies this behavior towards people they look up to, whether that be a YouTuber like myself, a well-known artist, voice actors, directors, actors, etc., with the expectation that they are to receive special treatment without putting work into it because they believe they are more important than other fans. Inevitably, this kind of behavior causes tension, aggression, and eventually frustration on both the idol and the fan if it's not corrected and left to fester. So in this video, I hope to share some of my experiences and discuss certain topics of what entitled fans tend to fall under and what warning signs to look out for, in the hopes that we can all help to improve.
Well, speaking of being in something that without putting much effort into it, um, well, I can actually vouch for some people who at least try to put effort. And yeah, and yeah, while the, while there is a do or do not, but there is a try, because without a try, there wouldn't be a do. It's just that trying, you need to put in your very best, putting your best foot down on the situation. I mean, not putting your best effort onto the task. And yeah, you could make the argument that I'm not exactly very effortful in some situations. Heck, I still keep making one mistake in reaction videos. Well, I did, but I'm not sure if there's a mistake here. But if not, then yeah, at least I'm learning. And I'm starting to expand my horizons a little bit more. Um, yeah, I'm just saying, I'm just saying if they really weren't putting the best effort into things, they if they weren't putting the effort into something, then that means they weren't even trying. They were just doing this for the sake of being in something. I don't think it applies to everyone, but I will say that it may apply to some people. Not all of them, but some. And yeah, I think I think that I yeah, well, it would be nice for me to be in one of the Brony analysis projects, but you know what? It's sometimes dreams aren't meant to be. Anyways, continuing.
Prove ourselves to become better individuals. Because the thing is, entitlement mentality stifles growth on a personal level for all of us. It creates aggressive atmospheres for personal and workspace environments, and overall, it's just generally not a good look for anyone. So, let's get started. Number 1. Entitled fan asking an idol to do something for them for free. Typically, this kind of behavior falls towards those who are more noticed in the artwork communities, but it's not unusual that YouTubers, voice actors, musicians, or actors in general will get this kind of treatment too. In the fans' mindset, they enjoyed the work of the idol and want to have a special piece made for them, but can't afford to pay the idol for their efforts, and assume since the idol is popular, that they can afford to make free stuff for their fans and ask them regardless. However, they never stop to realize that the idol is doing this because it's their job or business and can't afford to give free content specifically to each individual that asks of them.
If you got something, never do it for free. Yeah, I am calling the Joker, and yeah, he does have a point. Granted, it's twisted a little, but this could easily apply to artists everywhere, including musicians and stuff like that. I mean, as much as I would like to be able to get artwork for free, though granted I'm not huge on these kind of products, I just prefer just looking at whatever's not free, whatever's not costly. Um, I just as much as I would like to as much as I would like to as much as I would like to pay, I have no ways of paying them, unfortunately, electronically at least. Maybe the only I only go for cash, nothing else. I can't exactly do I can't exactly do anything else from that. So yeah, um, though I could do prepaid debit card um pay if Patreon actually does it or PayPal. But the only way I'm going to be able to the only way I'm going to be able to pay pay them with a debit card is if I have a PayPal account. Um, and if I have a Patreon account, unfortunately. So yeah, that's the thing that's going to be unfortunate for me. I mean, I would like to pay them in advance if I can, but I can't. And I'm not gonna ask for them. I'm not gonna ask for free stuff because that's not how that's not how capitalism works. Anyways, continuing.
Many artists like myself heavily rely on paid commissions to get by and pay the bills. Therefore, cannot afford to do free content for fans even if politely asked. When the idol explains this to the entitled fan, however, the reactions we typically get are the common three.
But I deserve it. I'm your fan.
If you don't do this for me, then I won't support you anymore.
Artwork isn't even a real job. People don't buy it.
The issue that fans need to spot here is the mentality that you think you are owed something from your idol, simply because you follow them or you watch their content. This is not an effort on their part though, since most of the time YouTubers or artists post their work for free anyways. The idol isn't receiving compensation for their time if a fan asks them to do free work, and it takes time out of their schedule to make other content, which is what the fans watch or follow in the first place. Saying that artwork isn't payable or a real job interest is also backwards thinking, considering that most media we see today is created by the very artists or video editors who are hired to create this content on a professional level. Even for small businesses like myself, books, toys, video games, movies, cartoons, even music, they all exist today because artists are hired and paid for their time and talents to produce this content. Signs of being
I would like to think art in general is kind of like a creative media, in a sense. I mean, not all of them, not all of them will need you will need money to make some, but if but for the ones that do need money, yeah, majority of the creative jobs require money. Not all of them, but just the majority of them. The minority is just like video games like Minecraft or something like that, or maybe simple game programming and stuff like that. I mean, I can understand her. I can understand why she'll think this. I think she's in a position where she has to get paid. So yeah, understandable. However, that just overlooks that not all creative jobs are paid, require money to get things created, in a sense. I mean, physical stuff requires money. Programs, not so much. It's kind of it's the minority is just like you just once you get it, you don't need to pay anything else and stuff like that. I'm I'm not trying to undermine her. I'm just saying she's in the position where she does need to pay. Though I can't say anything for creative workers like myself, in a sense, since well, I don't do it for the money right now. Anyways, continuing.
the title fan tend to show when they don't stop to consider the feelings of the idol's hard work and will go down the list of why they think they are more deserving than others when it comes to receiving free content. So before you approach your idol with the idea of asking them to do free artwork, stop and consider that their time is short. This is their business. All work that is enjoyed by you or others is worth paying for if you care for what they do. And just be respectful to the creative world in general. Number 2, entitled fan asking for idols' private information to get in contact on a personal level. Wanting to get to know the people you look up to is quite understanding. I'm no stranger to it myself. In fact, I am grateful every day that the idols I looked up to ended up becoming my friends. However, entitled fans are on the mentality that they think they should be in a special circle with their idols, simply because they comment a lot on their work, watch every single piece of video or art piece or fanfic their idol does, and therefore think that they know them on a personal level and think they are owed that right to have their idol's personal contact information. What the entitled fan doesn't realize is the fact that their idol receives hundreds, if not thousands, of comments every day from fans that love their work too, and unfortunately cannot commit to every single one with special attention, whether the entitled fan wants it or not.
Hey, I've watched all your works for years now.
Hang on. I feel like I should probably address the elephant in the room, but am I just one of many people that used to leave comments in her videos? Or mean just keep in mind, I'm just I'm I'm just I- I'm just saying probably the reason why they don't really probably the reason why actually I don't even know where I was going with this. Think I think you know what? Never mind. Continuing.
So, can I have your Discord ID? I want to talk to you more.
Sorry, but I don't know you.
Hello, I want to get to know you. Please contact me at this email since you're not busy.
I am busy. I work every day, and again, I'm sorry, but I don't know you either.
You love cookies, you're an adult, and you're married. I know everything about you, so we should be friends.
But I literally know nothing about you, and all that stuff is what most of my fans do know about me from my videos. I've never spoken to you before. Help!
To be fair, if you always are busy, then wouldn't that make you like oh yeah, you know what? I think this fits Lightning Bliss pretty well, since she is a workaholic. Ugh. Yeah, really disappointing. I also, there's also Jasper, there's also a lot of workaholics. Ty Daga, I don't think he is a workaholic per se, but um, I I think the I think I think this I think yeah there is a possible way of getting workaholics to get to know workaholics to socialize with workaholics. You just have to know what they'll you just have to know when they're open to you and stuff. And from the way I see it, you should at least be mindful about their work. And this is actually something I am trying to do, but I just I just ignore it completely because I don't even know what this schedule is like. I mean, I could just say no. I could just say I could just say I could just say I'll probably wait until you're ready for me, but they don't really contact me or anything, so I don't know. I just I just think that yeah, this is just really hard to find the right time to get to know them and stuff like that. And yeah, I I don't want to come off as that annoying entitled fan, but I just sometimes I feel like sometimes I feel like I want sometimes I feel like I feel so lonely sometimes. I feel like every time I get ignored, they I just feel like I think I might need to address something or something like that. This has gone on for too long. Continuing.
Oh, how many of these do you get in a week? I'm pushing my changeling abilities to the extreme here.
For someone like myself, and being blessed with all the friends I have right now, is not because I asked or pestered them to give me their personal information or details about themselves. The friendships with those I happen to idolize with was built through projects, meeting face to face, because they wanted to get to know me on that level, and time running the natural course of us working and building on our relationships, developing trust and understanding on both sides. In other words, our friendships developed organically. It was never one-sided. Pestering your idols.
Yeah, I try. I try to look I try to look both ways, but um, it's just hard to when you can't exactly read emotions or anything like that. I mean, you could make the argument that you could make the argument that I should at least shut up, but I'm just yeah, I don't have anything to say about this. I have nothing to say. Continuing.
For their personal information to become their friend, but they do not wish to give that back in return, is not a natural way of building relationships. If anything, expecting that you owe this information and asking or demanding it could damage the fan relationship, resulting in being flat out ignored or worse, banned from the following or watching of their creators' content. In the end, it's
Which is why anything not involving you, you get the you ban them or block them. I mean, I understand why, because I wasn't trying, but the only problem is this actually applies. They are intention. They this actually applies that what they're doing, they aren't doing this out of someone else's feelings, rather rather they just screwed up and they are still learning. I never un I never understood that. You're right. You're right that no one actually you're right that no one actually knows anything about you and you don't know anything about me. But that's the problem. You don't know anything about me. Not at least not entirely. I will